We want to model that for the students and give them the forms so they can practice the forms. And you can have them practice the forms. Again, moving away from the grammar to the actual application of the form of a sentence, which they can use to what? Produce, whether it's verbally or writing it down. All right, let's move to activity 2.5. Let's do the first. I guess we can do all 10 of these. We'll do them together for the sake of time. 2.5. Let's circle the subjects in the following sentence. Number 1, what's the subject?
Man.
Tall man.
2.
What's the answer? A tall man or man alone?
Tall man, it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
If we had to do one, it would be man.
Okay.
Number 2, the woman.
Woman. 3.
3, he.
He. 4.
4, he and he.
He. 5.
5.
There.
There.
We.
Which one? 5 is what?
There.
There and we. We have 2 subjects.
No, it's just one.
Just one? There isn't much more to say about that question except we don't know. We just say there.
I think so. It's we.
There.
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 Okay.
There. There is the subject of that sentence. The only subject.
Okay.
6.
Who?
Who.
Who?
Who. 7.
There.
Man.
There is. Yeah, there. There.
Man.
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 There is the man who knows me. Look at the sentence. Who, relative, man is the subject. 8.
Trouble.
There you go. Very good. Trouble. 9.
What he's going to do?
He.
He. Very good.
No, all of it. Only he?
He.
The
10.
subject here is a clause here in number 9.
Yes.
What he is going to do. He is the subject.
Yeah.
10.
He.
Also he.
Who does he think he is? He is the subject.
Yeah.
All right. So here, if we're highlighting, and these are good because they're different. They're different. The words are not in this. They're in inverted structure, especially in the questions. Right. Questions are always going to have some level of inversion. So these are good to talk to students about because they hear these on a regular basis. Who does he think he is? Who's ready to go to the bathroom? Right? This is more authentic. So we can deal with these and deal with what the subject is. Okay? All right, complements and objects. Activity
2.6.
Let's do all of these together. I'll give you 1 minute to look them over.
The cake and the pie, the object. 1.
You ready? I was going to give you some time to look them over first.
Okay.
Raja, number 2 is teacher.
It's the complement.
Compliment.
Okay.
Are you ready?
3. Yes.
Yes, somehow.
What
Cake and the pie.
is what?
The cake and the pie.
Is a complement or object?
Object.
2.
Very
Teacher.
talented.
Very talented
Complement
teacher.
or object?
Compliment. C.
3.
Where?
No.
Fun.
Fun. Complement or object?
Object.
No.
Complement.
Is. Where is? Where is? Complement.
Mm.
Right? Where is?
Mhm.
Yes.
4.
Idea.
Idea. Complement or object?
Object.
Complement.
Object. Object. 5.
Bunch.
Complement or object?
Complement.
6.
Job.
Complement. To
Huh?
be interested in the job.
All right. What is it?
Job.
Complement.
And job is a what? Complement? Somebody said? Why is it complement?
Teams is a
Okay.
linking verb.
Very good. Thank you. 7.
Cookies.
Cookies.
Object.
Object. Very good. 8.
Me. Object. Great books. Another object. 2 objects.
Okay. 9.
What
What
I'm going to do.
when the volcano blows. Complement.
Complement. Yes.
Hold on. Time out. How many objects in 8?
2.
2.
No.
We have me and books.
No. Read it.
They loaned me some really great books.
She loaned.
One object. Me.
No. She loaned me? What did she loan?
Some.
Books.
She loaned a book. She didn't loan me. I'm not a slave.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Oh my God. We need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
be
yeah.
our students.
They don't just because there's the form there. This is why I want you to drill in your students' head. This is an example of how the student will get this wrong, because in grammar class we automatically say that you look at it and say that it has to be me, has to be the object, right? But because we always say that me receives an action. But here, what's being received is the books. What's being loaned rather is the book, not me. So we have to get our students to read. It's more important to read and listen. Okay, read, listen, speak, and write than it is to deal with grammar. Because when we deal with grammar, we can't deal with the nuance of the language. And the nuance is is the conventions that I mentioned earlier. Okay, language is very contextual. That if it's contextual, that means it has a lot of nuances.
But it is similar to the sentence that says she gave me her telephone number. So me is an object, telephone number is an object.
Yeah, but what did she give?
The telephone number.
There you go. 9.
But we have 2 objects here.
What did she give?
The telephone number.
Thank you. 9. 9.
What
Hold on. I want to be clear. Why is this important? Because later on, when they deal with higher order thinking skills, this becomes very important in reason, ration, and logic. And if she's using her grammar mind, she can get in trouble logically. Okay? 9.
What I'm going to do when the volcano blows.
Oh, who said that? Who's that?
Raja, Anna.
Very good. What is that?
Complement.
Compliment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or is it the object?
Don't change your mind. It's a compliment.
Wait a minute. No is an action verb or a stative verb?
You tell me, was that a compliment or object?
It's a compliment, and no, it's a
Why
stative
is
verb.
it a compliment?
When I say I know you or I don't know you.
I just don't know. It's an
When we
object.
say I know you, so you here is the object.
Object. 10.
So here it is an object, right?
Object,
Yes.
not compliment. 10.
It's a great idea.
Okay, what is that?
Compliment.
Compliment.
Really, I don't know what's the difference between complement and object. I just know the words, but I don't know how to differentiate.
Compliments
It completes the
objects receive or are affected by the action. Compliments complete the idea.
Okay, thank you.
11.
The phone.
Okay. Y'all scared to say it's more than one object? Y'all scared now. How many objects are there in that one?
Him is another object.
Thank you. What else?
I'll tell him.
What I think.
What I think. There you go. So in this case, you do have 3 objects.
Yes.
Give me what? Give me what?
The phone.
That's 1.
So object.
And I'll tell who?
Him.
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 And what am I going to tell him?
What
What
I
I
think.
What I think.
That's 3 objects there. 12.
Problem.
Mm-hmm. Why is it problem, Ruba?
It's first of all, it's a compliment.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yes. Why?
Raja, help.
Ruba. Because of is. Is.
Um.
Is.
Uh,
When you see any linking verb, it's going to be a compliment.
okay.
Adverbials.
Because
Adverbials. We'll do, for this one, we'll do the first 5. We'll do them together. Identify the adverbial in the following sentences. An adverbial, remember, an adverbial provides circumstantial information such as time, place, and manner about the verb. Circumstantial. What's the circumstance?
yeah.
All right, let's do them together. You want to take a look at them first, the first 5?
We'll do it together.
You want to take a look at them first?
Okay.
Okay.
Take a minute, take a look at them. Are you ready?
Yes.
Number 1, she runs on the beach before breakfast every day.
On the beach, it's for place. Before breakfast, it's for manner, and every day for time. Is that correct?
Yes. 2,
In the spare room, place, all week, time.
and then in the spare room, and then what else?
All week.
All week.
There you go. Number 3.
Into my office, place,
First thing in the morning. Last
time.
week.
Last week, time.
So 4.
4. There you go. Number 4.
Any place.
Place.
Without an umbrella. Manner.
Without an umbrella is what?
Manner.
There you go. 5.
Slowly.
Manner.
Slowly.
Into the darkness.
Down, place.
Down the street.
Down the street.
Down the street.
Down the street. Into the
And then what else?
into the darkness.
Okay, very good. You got your adverbial stuff. Again, guys, this is not about when we make these points. I'm not saying you can have worksheets. For me, I would have the worksheets as homework or additional work they can do. Maybe if a student finished faster than someone else, then I will put them to another place in the room and say, okay, here, do this adverbial worksheet while you wait, instead of the student just sitting there. Or I might assign it as homework or put it in a virtual drive so students can, if they want to just do extra practice, or it might be extra credit. but I'm not going to have a whole class on this. Okay?
Mm.
I'll read a
Okay.
selection. When I read a selection, I'll make the point. So this is why in Ray's perfect school, the teachers would write the textbook, because the teachers will write the stories and the prompts, any reading selection to fit the grammar point and the other context that they want to fit, the other situations the students can see themselves in. Why? Because the teacher and the groups of teachers would talk about and share what their students like, because the teachers would have done a needs analysis with their students, and they over time they know what students like, and they always willing to change that and revise that book. Okay, because sometimes you might read something in the textbook and it may not give you the grammar point that you want. Okay, so don't be afraid to write your own prompts so you can highlight grammatical structures. That makes sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Sentence analysis. Activities 2.7. Identify the adverbials in the following sentences. Adverbial provides, no. I'm sorry. Sentence analysis. Analyze the following sentences by word class. Noun, pronoun, verb, determinant, adverb, adjective rather, adverb, preposition, conjunction. Okay. Elements, subject, verb, object, complement, adverbial. So you're going to tell me what the word classes are and what the elements are. And number one is done for you. We're only going to do the first two. This time I want you guys to talk about the answers.
Okay. Number 2,
Mm,
it is a pronoun. And
okay.
here it stands as a subject. The apostrophe S is a verb. And probably it's an adverb. So,
Yes.
but together they are verb.
Again?
This is what I say. Maybe it's wrong. Him is is a pronoun and stands instead of يعني its element is an object.
It's not an
At,
object.
yes, Mrs. Raja, what do you want it to be?
It's a complement.
Ah, okay, but here in the element, okay, okay. I'm not good in compliments وهول things. Okay, then at is a determiner. What is Raja? Is it correct, determiner?
Proposition. I think it's a proposition.
Yes, صح. It's a preposition. Yeah.
That
There is a determiner.
Mm-hmm.
door.
Preposition. And the door is a noun, but together at the door is
Yes.
an adverb.
Adverbial.
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 Yes.
Because I did one, do the other.
All right, so let's do number two together, since you just did
Okay.
that. It is a what?
Pronoun.
Noun.
And then the apostrophe S is
Verb.
Verb.
properly.
Adverb.
Him
Pronoun.
at
Preposition.
the
Determiner.
door.
Noun.
All right, what's the form?
SVACA.
You said SVCA?
S S
SVACA.
S is what?
Subject.
It, right?
Yes.
Yes.
What's the V, verb?
Verb is.
And then
Probably.
Yes.
A is what?
Probably.
And then him?
Complement.
No.
It's the object.
It's the object here.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you
So
gotta
you are
read,
right.
you gotta read you have to read the sentences. Don't fall. Remember, these are conventions. They're not rules, even though we call them rules. And then the A is what?
At the door.
Here you go. All right, let's do three together. I mean, let's do three. You guys do three of your own.
Okay. Raja, do you want to have a try?
It, a pronoun. S apostrophe S is the verb.
Yes.
Determiner.
Good.
Free, adjective.
Yes.
Country, noun.
Yes.
Is, verb. Not
Yes.
adverb. It, pronoun.
It, a pronoun. Okay. It is a subject. The apostrophe S is the verb. A free country together is the object.
Yes.
Isn't it is a tag question. Do you have any other suggestions?
Isn't it?
Shahnaz, where are you?
I'm thinking. I'm searching for something.
It's SVO. Tag.
Yes.
Tag isn't found, but you can find it in any
Tag
shop.
question. So tag questions are what?
Mm.
You guys ready?
Yes.
It,
Pronoun.
Pronoun.
apostrophe S is
Verb.
Verb.
A,
Determinant.
Determiner.
free,
Adjective.
country,
Noun.
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 is,
Verb.
Verb.
not,
Adverb.
it.
Pronoun.
It is the structure is
SVO.
what else?
A. Because we say it's a free country,
It-
right?
Okay,
So right
it
here.
is what? It is the subject, right?
Yes.
Is the
Verb.
Verb.
a free country is the what?
Object.
Object.
Here it's the complement.
Ah. Yeah, because we have a linking verb. Is that correct?
In this case, it's the look at the difference between 2 and 3. You see the difference?
Yes.
Okay. One is being affected by the action, and one is just giving you more, completing the thought. You see that?
Yes.
You see it?
Yes.
All right. And then SBC, and then you have
Tell us.
you tell me the next word would be what? Is. So it has to be
Verb.
Verb.
be. And then
See.
the next word you have is what? It, which is would be
Subject.
there you go.
S.
SBCVS.
Okay.
S V C.
Oh, that's it.
So what did we get? What do we understand here? You understand that, see, normally when we do this, the textbook is going to say what? What does the textbook normally tell us? You can have SV, right? You can have SVO, right? And then you can have SVC, right?
Yes.
The textbook doesn't really get into the nuance. This is why we should not teach grammar. I'm sorry to sound like a broken record, but this is the reason why we should not teach grammar, because there's just too many nuances. These are not rules, these are conventions. And if you try to go out and teach all of these different exceptions to these different rules, you drive the student crazy. So why don't we just show them via reading passages and listing passages, all right? Why don't we show them and do modeling the different formats and forms instead of trying to box them in with rules, right? Why don't we communicate to students that as long as it makes sense and is understandable, 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be grammatically correct. As long as it's understandable, it's clear, it's coherent, it's an idea that has meaning, it's complete, it means something, it's probably going to be correct. So why don't we spend most of our time looking at having students write, having students produce, read, and then write at the end, and get as many writing samples as possible so we can show them when they have the right form and when they have the wrong form. When a sentence that they wrote, not Macmillan, not Cambridge, a sentence that they wrote has meaning, is a complete thought, versus a sentence that they wrote that does not have meaning, or is not a complete thought, or is not coherent. This is totally different than giving them worksheets that means nothing to them, that they cannot use because it's nothing, it doesn't have any real authentic meaning. It doesn't have any contextual meaning. Their own words have contextual meanings. When you get them to write to each other and talk about things that they like to talk about and get them to talk to each other, what you're doing is you're creating an active classroom. An active classroom in which they're using their own production to measure and self-reference their own learning. And then you, as the facilitator, not teach them, but show them through their own production, through their own creation, what fits the convention, not the rule, but the convention as it relates to what? Meaning and complete idea. Is it a complete idea? Is what you're saying, is what you're trying to communicate to me complete? How do we measure that? You get the students to talk to each other. And the students will tell each other, hey, I don't understand you. Oh, you don't understand, Ruba? So that means, Ruba, you need to go back and do what? Revise your production. Edit your production so Raja can understand it. Now go back to Raja after you edited your production and try it again. Oh, okay, Ruba, now I understand what you mean. You're trying to say this. Great. Oh, wow. What else do we teach? We teach the writing process when we do this also. One of the biggest problems we have is that in writing is students don't want to utilize the writing process because we don't emphasize it enough. Because we're so busy talking to them about rules and structure that we don't give them enough time to practice the process. If you go to work for any company, they're going to give you a process to follow, not rules to follow. They're going to give you the process to follow. So if we focus on more process and have them practice that process do their own contextual interest, we become a lot more successful as quote unquote teachers. Do that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
And again, I'm not saying that worksheets are just the worst thing in the world. What I'm saying is worksheets and the textbook as it relates to grammar and these things, they have their place. Grammar books have their place. However, we should be more concerned with getting the student to practice in an authentic manner, talking to each other. They will tell each other when they're off task. They will tell each other when they don't understand each other. And then you as the facilitator, give them what? A different iteration, or give them the opportunity or technique to try it again, to practice again, to edit, to remake, to revise, and then practice it again. With who? Their peers. Allowing them to reference themselves against themselves and confirm that reference against their contemporaries, not against the teacher with a red pen. Oh, this is right, this is wrong. We have to move away from this right or wrong thing and spend more time on students and practicing using their own production so they can get it right. Practice the process. Practice the process. Practice the process. Practice the process using the student's own production. Practice process production. You got that live from your TESOL instructor. Practice process production. Practice process production. That's the cycle, guys. Practice process production. Practice what? The process. In order to do what? Produce.
The production.
That's the cycle. Practice, process, production. That's your only job as students, as teachers. If you want to move away, listen, let me say this and then we're finished. If you want to have a passive classroom, be a teacher. If you want to have an active classroom, be a facilitator. And if you're a facilitator, practice. What are you practicing? The process. What does the process give you? Production. And then have the student do it and reference against and confirm their production with their peers. That's your other P. So I gave you another P. Practice, process, production, peers. Practice, process, production, peers. You could do this with everything. Every single thing, no matter what you're trying to, no matter what your expected or your projected outcomes are, if you follow that, you're going to move away from being a standard, basic, everyday teacher to being an outstanding, active facilitator. Practice, process, production, peers.
Peers.
Get them to practice the process so they can produce and share it with their peers. And let them, that's going to create an active classroom. And then you find the iterations. You find the iterations, the what? The many different things they can do within that. Practice, process, production, peers. What activities, what methodologies can you use? All right, any questions about that? Any questions about anything that we talked about today?
No, thank you.
All right. Did you guys have all the units covered now?
Yes.
Inshallah.
Okay. With the exception of Rachel. Rachel, you need unit 3, right?
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Okay, we'll do that together. Nobody else needs 3 and 4, right?
No, we're done with them.
All right, Rachel, we'll meet another time and we'll go over 3 and 4.
Okay.
So the next steps are, what else do we need to cover? I think you guys have everything else. Did I not give you guys something?
I have a question.
Yes.
I sent my reflective journal to Mr. Dave, but he didn't return anything to me.
You know
Is
what?
that okay?
No.
Is he feeling well?
No. It probably what happened is he's probably not looking. He probably didn't check the email because he probably thinks everything's over. So let me tell him
Oh,
the email. I'll send him.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask the same.
I'm gonna send him the email right now. Hold on a second. I'll send him
okay.
an email to check his email because that goes into a special email that he probably is thinking that there's no more
Mm,
journals to check.
sure.
So let me
Okay.
send him an email. He's asleep right now because it's midnight there. But when he gets up in the morning, he'll check it. And by the time you wake up, it's probably going to be answered.
So,
Okay. Dave, please check call the English email because there are several journals from students or Teachers Day. All right, so he'll check it in the morning.
okay. So,
Thank you.
Any other questions about anything?
Yes, when are we going to do the exam?
It's up to you. We can send it. When do you want me to send it?
Mm,
I'm assuming you want to do it electronically, right?
Yes.
Okay.
yeah,
When do you want to send? I will give you guys 2 days from the time I send it to complete it.
Send it on Wednesday or Thursday?
Which
Yeah,
day?
I'm with her.
Wednesday or
Thursday.
Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yes.
I'll send it Wednesday afternoon. That means
Okay.
it'll be due on Friday.
So we have to give it back on Friday.
That'll be 2 days, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yes.
Is that good for you?
yes.
I don't know.
You send it Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, Friday afternoon. We will submit it on Saturday.
How's your math? I like your math. 3, 2 just turned into 3. All right, here's what we get. I'll send it. I'll send it Wednesday. I'll send it Wednesday afternoon. Turn it in Saturday morning. Saturday before 12 noon.
Inshallah.
Okay.
So, isn't it?
Saturday before
So
12.
her map works, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Okay.
Finished.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Thank you.
And if we do the exam on, yani we submit the exams by Saturday, when are the certificates going to be delivered?
You gotta give me a chance to grade them. I'll be outside the country again this weekend. So, but I'll grade them probably on Sunday at my desk. I can have them as early as Monday or Tuesday.
Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you
Inshallah.
very much.
All right. Well, that was fun, guys.
Yes, really enjoyed.
If you want to see, I did record it. So if you want a copy of this, I will upload it to YouTube so you guys can watch it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank
All right.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you later.
See you.
Rachel, make sure you
Okay,
contact me
thank
so we can do units 3 and 4.
One more question.
Yes.
Okay.
It's about the course.
Yes.
Are you going to make the course train over trainers?
Yeah.
Or
Let's
it's
26. Once I finish this commitment I have in Bahrain, then we'll start on the 26th.
23rd, you see?
Was that the 26th or 23rd? 23rd?
Third. Saturday, 23rd.
23rd. Okay.
So it's still there.
Yes, it's still there. Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Okay, one more question.
Bye.
Yeah, yes.
A question. Are we going to have a party?
Yeah, we will make it by ourselves, and we will invite him with his wife, and inshallah, when we
We'll
take
have
this,
a virtual party. You just
Yeah.
think virtually in your mind. We'll have a virtual invitation, and we can all be there.
Uh-huh.
No, we can invite you guys over to dinner or something.
so we can see, inshallah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you very much.
All right. Bye-bye. Wednesday,
Bye.
I'll send this to you guys.
Okay.
Inshallah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Huh?